Range of hearing. Here the range is the frequency range. See, sound has many frequencies, but all the frequencies cannot be heard. So the frequencies that can be heard is called audible range. This audible range of frequencies is also given. It is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz or 20 Hz to 20 kHz. So the audible range of frequencies in human is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz, and 20,000 Hz can be written as 20 kHz. Now, what about the frequencies below 20 Hz and above 20 kHz? How those sounds are defined and how they are understood. See, the less than 20 Hz, the frequencies less than 20 Hz is called infrasonic frequencies. The sonic means it is to do with the sound, infrasonic sounds. And the frequencies greater than 20 kHz are called ultrasonic sounds. The infrasonic sounds, the sound waves, vibrate very, very slowly. The objects vibrate very slowly. We have studied in the sound wave, it is created because of the back and forth movement of the particles. Since the objects vibrate very slowly in the infrasonic sounds, for example, take a simple pendulum. A vibrating simple pendulum, we cannot hear the sound. So a vibrating simple pendulum is an example for this. Because in a simple pendulum, we cannot hear the sound because it is less than 20 Hz. It's vibrating at a frequency less than 20 Hz. In the same way, earthquakes, another example. So, how earthquakes are related to this? If you see, during the earthquakes, some animals get disturbed. Why? Because they can hear the infrasonic sound of the earthquake. Because earthquakes give rise to infrasonic sound before the shock waves come out. All of us feel the shock waves of the earthquake only when it actually starts moving vibrantly. But otherwise, till the shock waves are felt, we will not know earthquake has come. But some animals get disturbed because those animals can catch the infrasonic sound. So before the shock waves only, they feel there is something happening and they get disturbed. The animals like whales and elephants. So these animals can feel the infrasonic sound of earthquake. And in the same manner, you have another animal, rhinoceros, and they can hear even less than 5 Hz. I think that they may be the only animals which can hear the lowest frequency. Less than 5 Hz. That means 5 cycles per second. Even if the frequency is less than 5 Hz, rhinoceros can hear. So this is the way we can understand how this less than 20 Hz can be heard, but not by human being. It is heard by certain animals. Now let us see the ultrasonic sounds. Ultrasonic sounds are greater than 20 kHz. See, for example, to understand which, since human beings cannot hear this, then some animals can hear. Which are these animals? Like for example, dogs. Dogs can hear greater than 20 kHz. And that is the reason they are used in the detection work. They are used in detection work because they can hear the sounds up to 50 kHz. Not only that, of course, they also have excellent smelling capability. And you have animals like bats, monkeys, and deers, and dolphins, The animals on the ground and in the sea, on the sea, and porpoise and rats. All these animals can hear ultrasonic sounds. In fact, they can hear up to 120 kilohertz. Whereas dogs can hear up to 50 kilohertz, whereas these animals can hear up to 120 kilohertz. And things like dolphin and rats, they can even produce, they can hear and produce ultrasonic sounds. Whereas bats, monkeys, deers, all these things can produce ultrasonic sounds. Whereas dolphins and rats, they can hear and produce ultrasonic sounds. See, for example, the moths, they can hear ultrasonic sound. That is how they protect themselves from bats. Because bats produce ultrasonic sound, and these moths understand that with the squeak of the bat, ultrasonic squeak of the bat, they know that there is a bat somewhere around, so they protect themselves from becoming prey. And in human beings, the kids, the only deviation in human beings is kids below 5 years. So kids below 5 years can hear up to 25 kilohertz, whereas we said that in the human beings the range is 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. So the upper limit 20 kilohertz is the one which gives us, greater than 20 kilohertz is the one which gives us ultrasonic sounds, whereas kids below 5 years can hear up to 25 kilohertz. So they can hear little more than the adults. And in the laboratories and all, how we will be able to produce ultrasonic sound in a simple form? The tuning forks. Tuning forks can produce ultrasonic sounds. So we understand from this the audible range of frequencies for the human being. An adult, it is only 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz, whereas kids below 5 years up to 25 kilohertz. So what we call below 20 Hz, infrasonic, above 20 kilohertz, ultrasonic. Now we will see there are umpteen applications and uses of ultrasonic sounds. So we will list down the applications of ultrasonic sounds, and maybe one of them, which is a very important one, called sonar. This is used to identify the submarines and under the sea life. So we will see how that sonar instrument also works.